Brought to you by Dell's Performance. You want performance? Go straight to Dell.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? I had to do a water pump and a steering box on my daughter's Blazer last night. So awesome, you know. But the gaskets came with the water pump are garbage. You tighten them up and the gasket would push out from behind the water pump. It's crazy. So I went back into my files, my archives, and dug through my big box of gaskets, leftover gaskets from, you know, intake jobs and stuff I bought at an auction, or stuff that came with a car. You know, you buy a car that somebody was going to do the heads on and figured out they didn't know what they were doing. You know, leftover gaskets, and got some water pump gaskets out of it. And made quite a mess in the process here on the pool table, my man cave. I've got boxes here everywhere, boxes over there. Took me a while to find, you know, water pump gaskets, almost to the point where I'm just going to go buy some. But that's why we save stuff like this, for instances like that. So while I clean all this mess up, why don't you go ahead and watch us starting on Randy C10. We've got quite a bit of rust repair to do on this pickup. I've already got the plasma cutter out and cut the entire row. You can see this whole side of the floor was gone from people dragging their boots and kicking their boots off right here. Most of these trucks are gone there. This is where all the stuff collects, right here. There's always, every truck I've ever bought had a thick layer of mud and rocks and dirt right here in this sill. Underneath the rubber. It's just where they go. I'm amazed nobody makes a patch panel for this piece here, but they don't. They sell the floor pan, the rocker, and I think they sell this whole big seat thing, but nobody makes that little piece. We bought rockers, cab corners, and cab mounts from eBay for $100. Whoa, eBay junk. No, not eBay junk. They're pretty heavy. And you know, I know people that like to make sure they buy the good stuff, buy the Keystone crash parts or buy the Dynacorn. This stuff's just as thick. And it doesn't matter what you buy that's EPDM coated, you still have to paint it. You still have to scuff it and paint it. Things have gotten a lot cheaper with more people doing this themselves, with Eastwood selling their own welders, and Harbor Freight, you know, you can go buy water for like $200 now at Harbor Freight, the big water. I mean, everybody's doing this themselves. It's really cut down on the cost of body work. But what we're going to do here is we're going to get this cleaned up. We are going to first start the rocker on. And in this video, I'm going to start teaching Randy how to weld. So I think it'll be pretty exciting for me and for him and for the viewers at home. What this ratchet strap here is doing, this is a very important tool. Probably not a tool you see in many body shops. As I started to cut the structure out of the side of the cab, it really started to give way. Now, if I was putting an entire floorboard in, like I have a 70 Monte Carlo that I worked on, when I did the floorboard, I braced up the structure of the body. I didn't think I had to do that here. I didn't think it would pop as much as it did, but man, it really gave when I got that rocker cut out. So I ratchet strapped the cab back together, and I've got it all where it needs to be. This is pretty much where it needs to be. We'll do some fine tuning when we get to weld it, but this is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to start on the rocker and the cab. This is an important piece of structure to have lined up before you start on the floor. So we're going to get out of it. What we've got so far is we got the rocker started. It's spot welded on, and it's where it needs to be for the door jamb and everything. Everything came back to normal so we could take the ratchet strap off the door. We're going to spot weld some spot welds in here inside the structure. So this is all where it's supposed to be. And then we're going to get a cardboard template made of what we need to fill in this gap here before we put the cap support on and make the floor patch. This is the tool tip of the day. Awesome tool to have in the body shop. Even if you're just a guy that loves panels into your junk every once in a while like me. This is a Flange Punch. It's awesome. What it does is, you see that little lip here is that will lip metal. So you need to make a panel and it needs a lip. Handy dandy device there. Metal in it. Put her down. And you now have a flange. Ooh, fancy pantsy, you say. Told you I had fancy tools. Now the other end is a punch. Punch is a 5/16 hole. It's awesome. Especially when you're working on parts like this. These get spot welded. I mean, you can seam weld them if you want to look a whole lot better if you punch a hole and then weld the hole shut. So we will pop a couple holes in there. Like yay. Pretty awesome. And then what we'll do is we'll weld them shut. That is like our low dollar spot weld, because I'm not buying spot weld. No way. I helped a buddy of mine do work panels on a Nova, and never again will I ever spot weld. I understand the idea of it, and I know it worked back in the day. Not for me, fella, not for me. that's it for this episode of Nibby's Garage. I'm going to go ahead and keep spot welding that round. Thanks for watching, guys, and me and Randy will see you next time on Nibby's Garage.